W's and L's, the weekly recap show where we give a dub to the things that we like and an L to the things that we don't. It's on you.
Cool. Streamline my list a little bit. Only got one dub this week is going out to Diddy. Returning his Bad Boys masters to all of, or his publishing rights back to all of his artists, Bad Boy. So
I saw that.
dub to Diddy for that. Dub to Diddy for that. I know that's a very lucrative catalog for everybody to get their shit back. So that's no small feat for sure. For whatever reason it may be that he's doing it, I don't know, but that's a lot of money you're giving up. But
You think there's a deeper, darker?
I have no clue. I don't know clue. I don't really trust the machinations of rich people. So
Fair enough.
maybe we'll find out in the doc years from now.
Yikes.
Okay, on to the L's. Right, the more plentiful list. My first L is going out to Noah Lyles for taking an opportunity to like really just exalt himself and kind of bring it in as he, is celebrating a world championship to shit on black people from America or just athletes in general from America.
The thing that hurts me the most is that I have to watch the NBA finals and they have world champion on their head. World champion of what? The United States? Don't get me wrong. I love the U.S. at times, but that ain't the world. That is not the world. We are the world. We have almost every country out here fighting, thriving, putting on their flag to show that they are represented. There ain't no flags in the NBA.
Like, yo, fam, I don't know why you on the NBA's scrotum that hard that in one of the biggest moments, one of the biggest achievements of your life, you felt need to put the NBA down. Okay, but maybe be a little bit more factual in what you're saying while you're doing it. Yeah, it really kills me to see the NBA call themselves world champions. Man, I don't know what broadcast he's watching. I don't know what advertisement he's seeing. I don't know. I don't know who he's talking to. But every bit of official documentation or memorabilia or anything like that I hear says NBA champion. I don't even think that the NBA themselves as a league would want to market it as a world championship because it doesn't have the league name in it. The NBA, I guess, is one of the rare instances where you can brand your championship directly back to your league specifically.
Mm-hmm.
And so they don't really faint at the chance to do that. Every pair of playoff or championship memorabilia I see says NBA Finals. Now, let's talk about the point that was being asserted anyways, is that because you're only competing in America, that means, oh, well, you can't be a world champion. I'm sorry, but I don't see many American top-level basketball players going to Czechoslovakia to hoop. I don't see that many going to Slovenia or Turkey or Spain going to hoop. Not the best ones. You know why? Because the best ones stay in the best league in the world, which is the NBA. And the best players abroad from other countries also come to the best league, which is the NBA. So any championship here is tantamount to the highest degree of difficulty, the highest caliber, because this is the highest level of competition anywhere in the world. It's a reason why it took our C team here at FIBA so long to get scraped out, right? It's a reason why they were just kind of coasting the C squad. I mean, I don't think there's a top 5 player on that roster right now. They're being led by
Top 5? No.
Who? Top 5? No.
Top 5? No.
They're being led by homeboy from Minnesota, the one that can't keep the gays out his mouth.
Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, Anthony Edwards. You know what I'm saying? So like, ease up on some of that. It's not like track. You're right. The most talented track runners usually don't come from the U.S. Sprinters wise, sprinters and distance, I guess. I mean, now granted, we have a lot. We compete. He could really talk that same shit about track and field that he could about basketball, but yet he chooses to get up there and be like, "Us crazy Americans." best competition in the world. And
Yeah.
even with the track and field, we have some of the best track athletes in the world. Now, you directly compete with people from other countries on a regular basis, so I understand why that one is a different kind of bar to come over. But it was just weird. It was a weird time. It was a weird battle to pick, and it didn't really line up. It was like nothing empirical he could show me that tells me that people call it a world championship to the degree that would make you get up there and talk about it. BT, get my next L. We were talking several weeks ago about the potential purchase of BET by Mr. Tyler Perry and
Yes.
an investment group involving some other folks. I think Robert Smith was in there. Diddy, I believe, was part of that investment group too. Turns out that BET or Viacom rescinded the offer right after they were able to get some funding together to make a legitimate offer. It seems like it was more of a publicity stunt to get black people to start watching BET again
Fam,
with the expectancy of it being black owned.
what the?
Because why would you float the idea of selling the business back to a black person? Have Tyler Perry and all these other, wealthy men get their funds together to try to make a legitimate push and then rescind not sell it to someone else. Rescind the offer. Okay, well then it was never serious. It was never serious.
For a publicity stunt?
Who do you know that watches BET on a regular basis?
My dad.
Tyler Perry got 11 shows on BET. Which one of them do you know of? Or that's good? That's being talked about. That's getting, pub like P Valley or BMF or Power or anything like that.
I got nothing.
Nothing. Not a goddamn thing. Ain't nobody watching that shit. Let's float this idea and get black people's hopes up so maybe they'll start watching BET again. Is kind of what it feels like.
Why not just sell the company to them?
I don't think they actually want to let it go. I don't think they want to give a network television to black people.
Yeah.
To own.
Yeah.
Not to just be a part of or star on or create content for, but to run themselves. Now, again, I'm on the same wavelength I was on the first time this news came around. Tyler Perry is the last person I want having ownership over BET in any regard. But I also do see the kind of pettiness or frivolousness and drumming this all up just to say, nah, never mind, we're going to take our ball and go home. So that was a little weird. I don't know how many times this guy has been on this list. I don't think I know he's never been on the dub list. But the fact that he's back here for similar reasons, what he was going again, makes me believe that the criminal justice system has a huge blind spot when it comes to chomos, child predators, child molesters, people who seek to do your children harm sexually. We definitely have a huge blind spot in our criminal system because EDP out here hunting for cupcakes again.
Bruh.
Again. And so now it's so bad, right? We're not doing the whole predator hunters bullshit. We're basically just charging people a bunch of money to create content off of predators. No. We're actually going to try and set something up based on a young girl by the age of 14, I believe she was, reached out to streamer Gideon, let him know along with her mother what was going on, that she had been approached by EDP. He had been sending her pictures, trying to request pictures, trying to meet up, yada, yada, yada. Right? So I think they either followed this guy or somehow they knew where he was going to be. Gideon and another, catch a predator guy, Chris Hansen wannabe, shows up with the conversations from the chat that he was having with the girl. So now we're no longer misrepresenting ourselves as police. We're no longer sitting up here asking you questions for no other reason than to, make it more embarrassing for the camera. No. This can all be prosecutable because, we haven't done anything. We haven't told you we are anyone that we're not. We haven't solicited any confession from you. We've just brought you the evidence that we have and we're asking you to comment on is pretty much what happened in the video. But the fact that this can happen to you 2 times,
Nuts. Crazy.
dog, there's no healing this. Ain't no healing this.
Prison, please.
Man lost his livelihood, faked cancer, did all kind of shit after this shit happened the first time, and he's still doing it. It's a sickness that can't be cured. Can't be cured at all.
Yeah, I seen somebody post it was like a small YouTuber. They were actually tweeting, and I guess they posted a video about EDP doing it again, and YouTube took their video down. And he was like, "Why did you take my video down? Like, are we protecting chomos?" And they were like, "Oh, we'll get back to you on that." YouTube, come on, bro.
We'll get back to it. What? What?
Come on, bro. What are you doing? Your whole system is fucked. But we've talked about that ad nauseam.
Yikes! Damn, the shit you got to do to stay on this platform perpetually, huh?
You know,
this is a good one because this will tie into my toss up. Just hilarious. Another frequent flyer on the L's list. I don't know why this woman don't know how to just stop talking. I really don't. And it's not just that she don't know how to stop talking. She finds a way to say the most offensive and have the worst take you could possibly have at each and every turn. Okay? So boom, we in line at an airport, right? And we see a man with a turban. And the best thing for us to do is to pull our phone out, get on the internet, and tell everybody that we think there's a bomb on the plane. Okay? Decision 1. Decision 2. Let's talk about her, defending Danny Lee. Right? Danny Lee, who was drunk driving in Vegas and killed a man. Oh, but she didn't mean to. Oh, okay. All right. We got the tag along with the woke color purple bullshit. But anyways, we'll leave that one alone. Blame most of that on Charlemagne. And then most recently, now, after we had this whole rant going back and forth with the trans woman about what to be called and what you call real women, this, that, and the third, right? Stayed out of it. That ain't even my business, cuz that's y'all's fight. Y'all had that out. Y'all decide what y'all gonna do on that, okay? It's not my area of expertise. I have my opinion on it, but that's where it will stay with me, okay? But I heard what you said, right? Who gonna protect us? Who gonna stand up for black women? Who gonna stand up for black women? Ooh, okay. So then when it's time for a Latino woman who has a half black child by a black man or by a Jamaican American man, whatever Safari is, right? Has a semi-black child, calls a black woman in the middle of her rant a monkey. Yes, I thought we was protecting black women. What happened? What? Protect black women? No. Protect black women. See, Erica Mena does what a lot of Latino, Asian, Native American, black immigrant, a lot of people outside of our community that use that word, right? And it's like, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm from, we all use it together. We go back and forth, yada yada. You know what I'm saying? And my situation is different. We come together around it like we both niggas, right? Until their racist family member that don't like black people calls you a nigger. And then they're not a nigga no more. And they're allowed to take it off, right? Until they get so mad at you. You know how you get so mad you don't even know what to say and you just go for the lowest hanging fruit? That's what she did. She got so pissed over old girl, I guess, was saying something about her son. I don't even know the context of the fight, right? But she got so pissed off that the one thing she reverted to was you're a monkey. And what she was really saying by that, right? Like it wasn't this shit that I don't know if that was a skit or if she's dead ass serious about, maybe she just looked like a monkey to her. Listen to me. I've never accidentally said a racial slur. You're not going to convince me that you were accidentally racist. You can't convince me of that. You can't sit up here and say, "Oh, you're a monkey," and think that I'm only that you're, or think that I'm going to accept that you were only talking about my physical appearance. You know what the connotation that carries. Once again, has a half black child by a black man or semi black man, whatever Safari is. I don't even know where he's from.
He says he's from Jamaica. Who knows?
Okay, right, maybe, but whatever. Melanated man. You know
Mm.
what you saying when you call a black person a monkey. Basically, you saying, "Aha, you black."
Yeah.
That's the joke.
Yep.
If she'd have called her a nigger, that's the joke at its very core would have been, "Aha, you black."
Yeah.
That's what that
Yeah.
shit means.
Yeah. You can't have a
So
Freudian
like,
slip with a word you don't use very often.
that's why I have such a problem seeing that. First of all, anybody, white, black, Asian, don't matter. When they fight nowadays, everybody's a nigga. Everybody's a nigga. What's up, nigga? What's up, nigga? What's up, nigga? You got me fucked up, nigga. You got me fucked up, nigga. Fuck out of here, nigga. Fuck out of here, nigga. Everybody. Doesn't matter what race, creed, religion. Doesn't matter. Everybody's a nigga.
Nigga gets
Everybody.
thrown around and fights more than World Star these days.
Fam. Fam. But again, if that same person can double back and call you a nigger and it lands and it hits home, that person probably shouldn't be using the other one. If they have it in the back of their mind that they would ever use that in anger in their worst of worst moments, probably should be using it. If you're not gonna get buck and correct your racist family members while they use it, and then you gonna turn around and try to be my nigga when they're not around, that shit don't read. And I know a lot of y'all know what I'm talking about. It's a lot of negros and a lot of negritos. It's a lot of acatas, right? Y'all got words for black Americans, but then y'all come around and try to use nigga as if you are. But then in the back of your mind, you know damn well you get mad enough, you got them slurs back there too.
Mm-hmm.
That's why that shit don't drive with me. With me personally. Now, people come from different areas. Y'all, I can't tell everybody what to do, say, or divvy out what cards to hand out. I'm just telling you where I come from. And this shit with Erica Mena it's clear as day. It's clear as day. It's a woman who maybe is fond of black people when they're favorable to her. Probably enjoys sleeping with them, given her dating history.
Mm-hmm.
But like, do she love black people? And then it's even more kind of nasty to answer that question when she got a half black daughter.
Absolutely.
So yeah, a lot of nasty work. A lot of nasty work. But let's talk about this brick scandal.
Yeah, I knew it was coming.
Yeah, let's talk about the brick scandal.
Absolutely.
So there's a social media influencer, a Somalian social media influencer, who went viral. What was it, yesterday or 2 days ago?
A couple days ago, I think.
Yeah. Apparently she got hit in the face with a brick for rejecting a guy outside of a club. Immediately gets on her phone and begins to record it and says, all these men around here didn't do anything while I got hit in the face with this brick. And it sparks outrage everywhere. I've seen a lot of different takes from a lot of different directions.
Of course.
Some of them decent, most of them horrible.
God awful.
In both regards, right? Like, it is so crazy how something as simple as this, right? Something is cut and dry for me personally, to get this deep and have this many type of factions of people taking sides on it, right? So on one side you have the people who are on her side, right? You have the people who clearly seen that, like, they're, regardless of what she's doing or what she's saying, never deserved anything like that, and somebody
Mm-hmm.
probably should have stepped up and did something. I would count myself as one of those. Like, she definitely has a lot of provocative videos. She's one of those, like, prankster,
Mm-hmm.
influencers that, she's using feminism as her tool forward or whatever. Obviously not the type of content that I'm into. Whatever the fuck she doing, you don't gotta put your hands on her. I don't see a rationale where you have to hit her.
Absolutely.
I just can't put that shit together in my head. And it's simple enough just to say that. Right?
Yeah.
taking it one step forward towards, the folks who felt like some of those men should have stepped up and did something about it. I'm gonna address that in two parts. Number one, are you asking me if I would have intervened? Probably. Probably. Am I expecting each and every individual to do that? Nah. Nah.
You
I
can't.
mean, I guess we can all be collectively disappointed in society that they wouldn't, risk their own personal safety to step in and help a woman. But I mean, reality is reality. I understand that not everybody's gonna
Lives potentially.
risk their lives. Like, I mean, he hit you with that brick, he don't care nothing about me. So, like, I understand that aspect of it too. What's not adding up to me is I don't know why, because she didn't specifically say it, but maybe it's some of her content that she had put out prior to this that kind of had me feeling like this, or maybe some of the communications that's coming from other people that are piggybacking onto this story. But it kind of just felt like black people was put at the forefront of this, or black men specifically were made to answer for this, as we are often made to answer for any random story that happens online. Black
Mm.
woman gets killed by her emotionally, disturbed boyfriend, and now every black man in America has to answer for it, right? We're not going to talk about any of the multitude of stories of white men doing to their black partners. Man, there was literally just a man who kidnapped a black woman and mutilated her,
Mm.
chopped her up, right? But we going crazy over, you know, this somebody getting assaulted outside of the Somalian club, and it's like we're supposed to all stand up for that, right? Like, not even specifically those men in the video. It was like everybody collectively had to own this, and I
Mm.
found that a little weird, even though I did feel like she should have expected to at least have a human being in the area that would have stopped it from happening. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Here's my question though, and this will tell me a lot about the people who were expecting or find it disgusting that nobody jumped in and everything like that. Flip the scenario. It's a man who's rejecting an advance, and I'm not saying this is a very common, like how I'm prefacing this is not
Mm.
common, right? Like I haven't seen too often females getting aggressive. They'll talk some shit. I ain't seen no female try to beat up a man because he wouldn't give her his number. But let's just say that they're into some sort of confrontation. And now this female decides that because she knows this man is not going to hit her back, that she's going to put her hands on him. Right? Is it incumbent on any of the women in that area to step in to make sure that she can't hurt him for the simple fact that he can't defend himself adequately because he can't hit her? Right? Are we expecting the woman to step in and do something about that? Because this is one story that we were able to capture live and in living color. We got it in real time, right? This is our one for the week. I can't tell you how many videos you see of, like, there's this argument between a guy and a girl, and the girl gets close to him. She's talking, he's yapping, hits him. The man finally returns in kind, and the swarm of people that ensue the minute he even raises his hand above his head is crazy. The reaction is altogether different. All I'm saying is that if the idea is just basic human decency, which is what that woman deserved, that shouldn't fall on gender lines. Even some of the stuff she was saying before, prior to all this, I hate to keep bringing that up because it's not really relevant to what happened to her, but
Mm.
it is ironic. It is ironic that you all on the internet talking about there are no men protectors. Men are not natural protectors. They only protect what they own. Okay, well, I guess no one out there owns you because no one protected you. But did you see the level of expectancy for someone to protect her? And again, she could be playing a character, could be playing it up for the internet. That wouldn't be the first time, but it looks away. It definitely looks away. But regardless of social media, regardless of narrative pushing, regardless of any of that, When is there ever an acceptable time to pick up a brick and hit a woman in the face? We sitting up here listening to one of the dudes that was at the club talking about, yeah, she a troublemaker. What did you want me to do? Right? Okay, go get him. Go get him.
Yeah.
Like, he's in the video. He admitted he was there, and he told you why he didn't help. Go get him. Okay? I wasn't there. I ain't had shit to do with it. I ain't had no homeboys there. And even if I was in the area, probably wouldn't have been at that club. It wasn't me. Stop asking me to atone for other people's mess. This seems like a situation that another community should be having within themselves. And we just kind of snaked our way all up in. We ain't got no business doing this. Okay? And believe you me, they have these conversations a lot more readily off the internet. Right? Like they're well, at least where I'm at, the Somalian community is very close knit. And I don't think you would see shit like this, to be quite honest with you. They don't really play about their women. They wouldn't just allow someone to just assault her like that. Where I'm from.
Yeah.
Then again,
I'd agree with
different
that.
places, different, it's different. I'm just saying, any way you cut this, I didn't have anything to do with it. Wasn't a man that even fit my demographic other than his gender. It's not fair to have me answer for it just because our skin tones match.
Yeah.
But that's it, man. That's all my list.
I, just like you, only have one dub. So we'll keep it short. But I'm giving this dub to you. So we had talked about Grand Theft Auto 6. And I believe your reaction was, I don't give a fuck about Grand Theft Auto 6. Give me Red Dead Redemption 3.
Yeah.
Well, it seems that they are finishing up with Grand Theft Auto 6, or coming to a closing stages of finally being able to release that. And so now
Good.
they're in early development for Red Dead Redemption 3.
Okay, let's start fan theories, folks. What do we think is going to be the new storyline for the third installment into the Red Dead Redemption franchise? Do we get a prequel with Dutch, Hosea, and Arthur? Do we get a kind of futuristic kind of look
Jack
with an
Marston?
older Jack Marston, right? They could do a Sadie Adler. I would play a Sadie Adler and maybe Charles. See what happened to them.
It's been a minute since I played it. The black character who died.
Lenny.
Black
See, he didn't
Lenny.
live long enough to
He didn't.
get a good story in though. They could take us back to the gang around the time of the Blackwater massacre, because we still don't know what the fuck happened during that.
Yep.
What happened on that damn boat and this girl that they keep talking about.
Yeah.
Wow, man, it's a million different ways they could go. Or they can just go brand new characters in a modern day storyline. Like, it could just be like a 2023 version of Red Dead Redemption. No Carbonine repeaters here, man. We got Uzis and AKs and AR-15s.
Yikes. That'd be crazy. I don't know. I'm interested to see what they come up with, because they usually come up with an amazing story off of Red Dead. At least as the last two. I don't know what was up with Revolver. I never played it, so. But definitely looking forward to it. Looking forward to Grand Theft Auto 6. Hopefully somebody somewhere is working on Bully 2 as well. Probably not.
That's never coming out, bro. Bully 2 is never
just
coming
ruin
out.
my
You've been waiting
dreams.
since like 2004. Just let it go.
It'll happen, bro.
It's not gonna happen.
All right, one of my L's. These next couple of L's will be quick, but I got to give them. First of all, what's going on with your guy, Mitch McConnell? What's going on with Mitch McConnell?
Who's guy?
Your guy, Mitch McConnell. What's is he having strokes?
Seizures, dementia, I don't know, something like that. He's like 80 years old.
He's not the only one that's that old in the Senate.
The Feinstein keep falling down.
You know,
It's like, yeah, bruh. If you got to have a CPAP machine while you in chambers, bro, I think it's time to hang it up.
that's crazy. That's
It's
crazy.
time to hang it up.
Yeah, like, these are the people we're trusting with our legislation. Are we dumb? I mean, I get it. You guys want to have that extra vote so bad. You're willing to have an aging
A
turtle
dinosaur,
who is
a
seizing.
literal, a literal dying turtle up there, fucking Franklin, all grown up.
Like, fam, we've got to cut it out. We got to get him out. Even if it's probably going to be for another Republican. But look, man,
But it's like
him,
that for
he's
all
up
of
the
our
guy.
politicians, though. They're all old. The ones that actually have power, they're all old and decrepit.
That's a fact.
Even Trump and Biden are the same fucking way. They can barely keep their thoughts together. That's why they're
That's
not doing. That's why they're not doing debates
yeah,
because they're both god awful in debates.
yeah. I don't know what we're doing with this country, but it's going to hell in a handbasket very fastly, and I don't like it. My next L is another Bobby Althoff exclusive. I'm very, very, very disappointed in Shaquille O'Neal for deciding to do an interview with her. Why?
The casting agent is very well connected, man. That's all I can say. Very well connected.
Shaq, you couldn't get out whatever it is that you're trying to promote anywhere else.
They're not even funny anymore. Like it's not even amusing. It's annoying. It's like, oh, hello, Shaquille O'Neal. It's Dr. Shaq. It's Dr. Shaq. Who are you a doctor of? I do everything. Oh, okay. It's like,
do
yo,
not
this
like
shit
her.
isn't funny, yo. It's not funny. It's really not.
I was gonna say it's not giving anything. It's not providing any kind of value for the viewer.
It was a little bit funny when she was doing it with Funny Marco, and then she got one with Drake, and Drake was like alluding to sleeping with her or whatever, you know what he usually does with women. And then what was the
Lil
next one
Yachty?
after that? Was it Yachty? Yeah, man, they just like started going down,
Can we?
way down. Then she was arguing with some dude. I don't know, bro. These are not very good interviews, and I don't understand why people keep signing up to sit down with her. Like, I understand her dude got money, but he's not paying all of these people. He's not richer than all these people, I wouldn't think.
Shaq, I am a fan. This guy's a Laker fan over here. Give it to some people who would actually create some meaningful content instead of Bobby fucking Althoff.
I literally sat up there and I just started naming off black female reporters that they could be sitting down doing these little fuck ass interviews with instead of this Bobby Althoff person. And I came up with like 7 or 8 names. And it's just like, yo, why? Why her? Why?
Shaq, was Taylor Rooks busy? Because trust me, I know you would love to have an interview with Taylor fucking Rooks.
Carrie Champion?
Joy Taylor?
Would
Nobody?
much rather see you talk to Joy Taylor than Althoff.
I'm saying. So yeah, no, I'm tired of the shit, and I might have to put a moratorium on L's given to her and anything to do with her as well. But just know that I am very disappointed in Shaq. My next L has to do with Snowfall. It's been a while since we talked about Snowfall. The show has ended, and so it's not really much to talk about until they get this supposed spinoff up and running. But there's a certain person who auditioned for Snowfall. And actually, maybe I should give a dub to Snowfall for just dodging this bullet indirectly. But I gotta give an L to the person at the very least. And that person is none other than Mr. A-Bay himself, Hurricane Chris.
What?
Hurricane Chris.
Role.
Well, here's the thing. So apparently, according to him, he got caught up in a murder charge that was supposedly self-defense. So he got off. Yeah. Yep. And because of
Damn.
yeah, it's probably why we haven't heard much of him since dropping "Give Me 50" or let's see, Miss Berry. Well, one of those songs was the last one. Anyway,
Halle Berry.
I mean, the man had hits.
Halle Berry.
So, yeah, apparently because of this supposed murder charge, because of this murder charge, he missed out on a couple of acting gigs. I guess he was going to acting school and actually trying to make a go of the acting career. And one of the roles he was going to audition for was Snowfall, and then that happened, and so he never really got a chance to audition for it. So
Who the fuck was he gonna be on
I
Snowfall?
don't fucking know.
What if he was trying to be Leon?
Well, he has the real life experience to go for that now, so
Oh my god.
hey, I mean, they took one guy with the accent and made him sound LA, so I'm sure they can take a Louisiana accent and make it sound LA. I don't know where they were going with that, and like I said, it seems like they may have dodged a bullet with that one. But I thought that was absolutely hilarious. Okay, this is the big one. So last week, I came up with the life rule, the definition of insanity, right? Doing something over and over and expecting different results. I have to look into that myself because I have been supporting a person or vocally championing a person multiple times. I feel like I've done it multiple times on W's and L's, and we even did a segment dedicated to this person. And at this point, I feel like I just need to give up on that whole situation. I finally see the error in my ways. We talked about pink sauce a long time ago. This must have been a year ago.
What happened to the pink sauce lady?
She just recently put up a GoFundMe because she says she is completely broke,
Bro, your shit at Walmart, bro.
facing eviction, and she can't take care of her kids.
Bro, your shit at Walmart, bro.
Yes, it is. And the reason why it's
Is
in
it not
Walmart...
selling? Maybe it's not selling.
No, we'll get there. The reason it is in Walmart is because she did a deal with a company by the name of Dave's Gourmet, a company that specializes in sauces. Right? They got all sorts of fucking sauces. I'm just going to read some of the things that this company has issued in a press release. And so basically, they're going to highlight all the things that they have basically done for her. And I just want you to listen. According to the agreement, Shaw, her last name is Shaw, received an upfront payment of $45,000 as part of the agreement for Dave's Gourmet to pursue the sales of pink sauce. So right off the bat, she received $45,000 as an upfront payment. According to the agreement, Ms. Shaw was responsible for all the refunds for the products that predated the agreement. So, like, obviously, a lot of people got sick and, a lot of product was missed. So she had to pay money in refunds to those people.
Which is fair. They wasn't in control of the product line at that time. So.
Absolutely. And so she was responsible for that herself. However, according to her, there was a hold put on her Shopify and PayPal accounts due to multiple customer complaints. And even the cash that she had, she wasn't able to pay said refunds. So this company, Dave's Gourmet, gave her an additional $30,000 to cover the refunds, even though it was her responsibility. We are up to $75,000, but $30,000 of it is for refunds. According to the contract, Shaw receives royalties that depends on the sales of pink sauce. And also there's a milestone payment if certain goals are met. So she is not only getting the $45,000 payment, she is now also getting royalties and even a bonus depending on how much pink sauce is being sold. The company, Dave's Gourmet, advised her that royalties should not be her only source of income because it's going to fluctuate, right? Nobody knows. Obviously, pink sauce is popular now, but at some point it's not going to be so popular. Sales are going to dwindle. So
it's going to be like peanut butter and jelly Smuckers rubbed together, smushed together. You only going to eat that shit so many times.
Absolutely. So she should ensure that she has regular employment, basically so that she has some kind of financial stability. The company saw all this dumb shit happening and was like, yo, make sure you have a job. This is not enough, okay? All right. So at the time, Dave's Gourmet didn't know any sales were going to be generated from pink sauce because it had such a negative response, obviously. So nobody knew if pink sauce was going to sell in Walmart. In the fall of 2022, last year, Shaw was struggling financially, and Dave's Gourmet wanted to be helpful. So over the course of several months, They provided her with multiple cash advances that totaled more than $40,000.
This is a fucking 360. This is a sauce 360. It's a
Sure,
condiment 360 deal.
but she came to them.
You keep taking it though. Why do you keep taking this fucking money?
Yep. So okay,
They trying to tell you, bitch, we not your job, okay? You need to go get a job. Stop taking
yeah,
this money.
yep.
So wait, where are we at right now? Is this
115,000. So 45, 30, and 40,000. 115,000, but 30,000 was used for the refunds.
Yikes.
We're in the fall of 2022, and through the months, she had garnished up to $40,000 in cash advances that are supposed to be paid by the royalties at this point. So yes, now literally, she's basically in a 360. In March 2023, she communicated that she had spent the entirety of her previous advances and that she needed another advance to feed her children and to avoid being evicted. They sent her two advances of $5,000.
They already gave you the $30K for all of the bullshit, for all of the refunds. Like, what you do? You trying to live off this money, and you're not even doing it effectively. Do you understand how long you could live off of $115,000? Can you even conceive how long you could live off of that? Stop selling me this boohoo story about you and your kids about to get evicted. You clearly don't know how to take care of money. Cause ain't no motherfucking way we living good with 115.
I'm going to wrap this last part up really quickly, but it's several things here. That was March of this year. In February, she requested over $10,000 in marketing expenses to throw herself a birthday party and also pay for her dress and I think shoes. Dress costs more than $800, shoes cost more than $600, and she said
pay for this.
She's going to have them pay for it, and she was going to potentially use it in a TikTok. There were brand strategy meetings that the company had set up to work with her on the pink sauce. She showed up to a couple of them, never showed up to any more after, I guess, February 2023. And then she tried to expense 4 pairs of sneakers and expensed her grocery bills at one point. Even after all of that,
Lady, do you think you a art? Like, she thinks she like a rap artist or something, but you make sauce. It's a condiment company. What do you think is going on?
so even after that, all of that was supposed to be taken out of her royalties, right? The company still ended up giving her the $10,000 that she lost from the royalties in her Q1 royalty statement. So they ended up giving her an additional $10,000. So through all of this bullshit,
Well,
they
the
end up
pink sauce
giving her,
making something. It's making some amount of money because they wouldn't be dealing with her all like this if it wasn't. So it's
Yep.
making something. She's just a terrible money manager. She don't know how to manage money at all.
And so I say all that to say they've given her upwards to over $120,000, including the $30,000 in refunds. What are you doing? What are you doing? Literally squandering a gift that was given to you. Like, you don't even have to work on this. You can work on something else now, and you're just pissing it all away. Where did that money go? And now you're getting money from a GoFundMe. I think it was like at $20-something thousand the last time I checked. People are still giving to this GoFundMe.
Not 20K, and they was giving you 40K a pop.
Like,
Sheesh.
I wanted to support her so bad, and yet here we are. I'm just upset. I'm thoroughly upset.
We should have known after. Why I gotta be approved by the FDA? My shit is not medicine. We should have known. We should have known.
We should have known. I should have known. I should have said that. Okay, you know what?
You
Hands
should
off.
have known better than to
Yikes.
doubt me. You should have known better than to think I will leave. It don't matter if you're up, matter if you're down. Either way, I'm gonna be around.
That's all I have.
Give us your Dubs and L's. Put them in the prompt below. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Come back every Wednesday for another Dubs and L's segment. We will be here. Thank you.
Absolutely. And make sure that you check out our previous video where we discussed Kiki and Darius. That was fun.
Yeah.
That was fun. So make sure you check that out.
You love me.
This guy's full of songs.
Are you
Make sure you check that
riding?
out. And make sure that you check out our playlist full of dubs and LLC, what we talked about in previous weeks. And make sure you subscribe because we will do this every Wednesday at 10 o'clock.